Yo, so in this video I spent nearly $1,000 on a massive bunch of different toys in order to see if Lego is able to survive each one. Okay, so the first toy that we're going to test are these two fighting robots. They even have their own armor. But alright, we also need some batteries. So after slapping them inside and turning the robot on, we can use the little remote to actually control the thing. And it can basically walk, turn, and throw some hands. But okay, it's time for some bricks. So I quickly built this super simple Lego wall, and let's see what happens. Wow, yeah, that was light work. Okay, I just need to quickly clean up the mess. And now to actually test these fighting robots, I bought this big Lego set. So after over 2 hours of clicking plastic bricks together, we ended up with this Lego Mario castle. It's got loads of interior and stuff that we can destroy. Alright, so let's get ready and see if we can defeat Bowser. And I'm not going to be doing this with just one robot, but two of them at the same time. Alright, let's fight. Yeah, looks like bro took that one straight to the face. Okay, and after all that, the set is definitely destroyed. Now we can steal all of bro's loot. Hey, yo, stop fighting. Okay, so I think a lot of people would like to experience what it's like being a rock star and smashing a guitar once in their lifetime. So I've got this toy one that we can shred some string on. But okay, to test this properly, I also built this concert stage full of minifigs. Okay, and just like that, my entire room transformed into a massive minifig graveyard. Alright, so while I was enjoying a walk outside, I noticed something in the bushes. Yeah, this is the next toy that I'm going to be testing. And it's a fully functioning lorry complete with a trailer. So next I did some shopping and brought a basket full of minifigs. Then I stacked all of them in the line. So this is 10 minifigs, and let's see if they can survive the lorry crashing into them. Yeah, so it looks like everyone got knocked over. So next I started stacking more minifigs. Now let's see if all 50 of them are able to survive. Oh wow, that's kind of bad. So out of 50 minifigs, we only ended up with a few lucky survivors. Alright, but a cool thing about this toy is that the trailer is actually removable. So instead I'm going to bring in this massive and heavy Lego plane to see if we can pull it. Yeah, no way, this thing is kind of strong. Then the rope snapped and the little truck actually tried escaping. So some toys come in a simpler form, like for example these boxing gloves. So let's see how good my punching is and test it against these 3 Lego sets. The piranha plant is first, then we have this Fortnite Lego set, and finally we have the entire Earth. Wow, and that one exploded into a lot of different pieces. Hey yo, let me know if your country would have survived that. Okay, so for the next toy, I bought this flat football, but it's got a hidden trick, because if you turn it on, it will actually start hovering slightly above the ground, which means it basically floats around your house. It also came with 2 of these goalposts, which you can use to play against other people to see who can score first. But for the next test, I built this motorized Lego contraption that will basically move on its own to try and defend the goal. Alright, it's 1-0 to me, so let's try again. Okay, so the robot actually won this time. I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm happy to say that this thing is about 50% effective at stopping the ball. Alright, so for this next toy, I spent the next 5 minutes quickly assembling this thing together. Okay, so for the first test, I want to bring in a much bigger Lego car and see if this little thing has enough power to pull it. Unsurprisingly, this little guy is actually quite powerful. But let's see how it handles driving on some rocks, maybe some grass, and let's also test it on some sand. Okay, it looks like I got stuck with that one. So I actually went ahead and spent $150 on something a bit bigger. That's crazy. Alright, so let's see how it handles the sand. Yeah, this thing just easily shreds through all of it. I mean, the tires are like the same size as the little car. So yeah, this thing will basically go through anything until it gets stuck upside down. Okay, so for the next test, we're going to bring in 3 of these different Lego vehicles to see if the car is able to drive over them. Okay, so the excavator is first. Yeah, that handled it, no problem. Now let's do the bigger Mars rover. Okay, so it's definitely a bit harder to climb, but it still stands no chance. Yeah, the poor thing definitely got a bit deformed from surviving that. Okay, and now it's time for the biggest Lego set out of the 3. Let's see if we can get over this Ferrari whip. Alright, it's safe to say that Lego takes the L on this test. So next I want to test and see what would happen if you were standing right in front of it. Big man Bob better get ready for this. Okay, all of that just happened so fast. Bro was here, and the next second he's completely gone. Guys, even some of his brains accidentally fell out onto the road. And also look how far all of his body got splattered to. Okay, so back to the tiny remote control car to test if it's able to jump over a minifig. Yeah, just barely though. So just to show how much stronger this big boy is, I'm going to become the test subject and have the car jump over me. Alright, that was low-key scary, but the car easily did it. And it even survived a few barrel rolls on the way down. Okay, so this is the next thing that I bought. So after carefully unboxing it, we have a dartboard, along with loads of these darts. So the first thing I want to do is to add loads of minifigs to it. Wow, that actually looks pretty cool. But I did that to see how many of them I can hit when throwing the darts. Wait, what? I literally missed all of them. Let's try again. Okay, it looks like we managed to hit this guy's leg. And for the next test, I wanted to build a custom Lego weapon. So this is a mini crossbow that's powered by a rubber band. So you pull it back to load it, then slide a dart into place and shoot it. I apparently need better aim though. Oh, he took that one right to the face. Okay, we can also grab a Nerf dart and a little thumb pin, and then use some hot glue to stick it onto the end. So now using a Nerf gun, we can shoot the dart into the board. Alright, let's see if any of the minifigures get unlucky today. Oh, looks like Thanos took one to the leg, but he was only left with a tiny dent. Okay, next is this big box that cost me $30. So let's start ripping into it to see what we get. And just like that, we made this big inflatable trap that also has these stud-looking things in the middle. Hey, yo, they're kind of squishy though. But anyway, we need to grab a Lego cup and start filling this thing up with water. Yeah, okay, this is gonna take a while.
2 weeks later.
Alright, this is the last cup. And just like that, we have a mini water racetrack. So next, let's slap in these two, a speedboat and a whale. And using the controllers, you can race them around. The whale also shoots out water out of his head like they do in real life. Okay, so for the first test, I'm going to bring in this Lego inflatable along with the minifig and then attach a Lego rope to it and the other side to the boat because I want to test if it's strong enough to simulate some water sports. And yeah, bro is being pulled around. That actually kind of looks fun, not gonna lie. Okay, but what if we try water skis instead? Yeah, alright, that doesn't work so well. But the whole thing is kind of empty right now, so I wanted to bring in some wildlife to it. And a couple of diver minifigs. So next I also built this Lego ramp that we can place in the water. Okay, I think we're gonna have to take the L on this one because it just gets stuck on it. But next I also wanted to add in the Lego boat. Okay, this one might be a bit too big. And there's no more room to swim now. So I'm gonna quickly take it out and chuck in something a bit more appropriate. Alright, so for this test, let's see if we can make the Lego boat sink by using the speedboat. Okay, what about if we use the whale to blow out loads of water into the Lego boat instead? What the heck? That's actually tipping over now. Bro, the boat is sinking. Alright, so this next toy is interesting. It basically looks like a thick pen, but if you turn it on and start using it on a minifig, we can give them a brand new face, because this will basically engrave anything that you touch it with. But next I brought in a Lego set to test. It's basically a Lego pumpkin, and it's got the perfect smooth skin to put some designs on. And yeah, that came out looking pretty interesting. So you could definitely customize your Lego this way if you wanted to. Alright, so this is the next product that fell right into my arms. So let's quickly unbox this thing. Yo, what? Apparently we need toilet paper to build this thing. Okay, so it comes with like 120 pieces that you have to snap out of the plastic frame each time. But just like a normal Lego set, let's start putting it all together. Then I had to use some lube on the syringes, and then we have to fill all of them with water. Once that's done, we need a bunch of these blue tubes. So now if we push on one of the pistons, the other one will go up. And now just assemble everything into one unit. And just like that, we ended up with this robot arm, and it can move in all sorts of different directions. So let's see if it's able to pick up a standard Lego minifig. Yeah, that's light work. Alright, let's release him and try his big brother. Okay, so it looks like we are gripping it, but I think it might be a bit too heavy to pick up. We can also place a Lego marker inside the claw and use the controls to draw on a piece of paper. Okay, and this is a lot harder to do than I thought. You can even switch out the markers to a different color. Wow, what an actual masterpiece. Alright, but now let's actually test it against Lego. So this is a container which is full of expensive gold pieces, and it will be held up high up in the air by this Lego crane. And our mission is to control the arm and see if we can retrieve the gold. And wow, yeah, it looks like we managed to pass the test. So yeah, I'm definitely using this hydraulic robot arm in my next heist for sure. Alright, so let's move on to the next Lego set that I want to test the strength of. So after unboxing it, it's time to build this thing. Okay, so this is a Lego castle set, and it's got thick walls for protection, a few minifigs, and by twisting this handle, you can even lower the drawbridge. Hello. Starting with this wooden pirate-themed slingshot, and we'll just use a minifig head as the bullet. Okay, that basically did like no damage at all. So next let's try shooting a Lego brick. Alright, we managed to knock some pieces off, but now let's try shooting some arrows out of this bow. Oh, no way! Look guys, the arrow actually got stuck to the background. Okay, time to step things up a notch. And to get into character, we need a helmet, though this one doesn't fully fit my head. There you go, it's fixed. Now we're ready for battle. Yeah, so that definitely did a lot more damage. Oh, and look, the water wheel actually still works. Okay, so the next toy that was straight up delivered to me from the sky is a bunch of these plastic parts. But once we click everything into place, it's actually a rocket launcher. So by stepping down on the pump, so I wanted to see what would happen if we remove the fins. We basically just made an oversized Nerf dart. Okay, but now let's test and see if this thing is powerful enough for a tiny Lego rocket. So yeah, it actually launched it slightly higher than my head. Okay, so what about a bigger Lego rocket? Yeah, it looks like this one might be too heavy. But let's see if we can take this giant Lego rocket and throw it higher than the foam one. This thing is literally bigger than the entire launcher. Wow, yeah, so the Lego one went a lot higher. Bit of a hard landing though. Guys, this looks like an actual failed rocket crash site. And it fell so fast that some pieces even broke when hitting the ground. But for the next test, I want to see if this Lego astronaut is able to survive a rocket being launched directly at his face. Okay, so bro definitely fumbled and couldn't hold his ground. Rest in pieces, my boy. Okay, so it's time to quickly build another Lego set that we can destroy. And this one is a ski resort with a big downhill. And to see how much damage we can do, we're going to do a quick fire round of some random and weird small toys that I found. So first are these wind-up teeth that are apparently really hungry and they just want to eat some Lego. Alright, then we have these rubber dragon things. Okay, and these are little sticky hands that I used to play with as a kid. This is a mini Rubik's Cube, and this is a bigger Rubik's Cube. We also have this wooden burger. That's kind of made me hungry. There's also this thing, but we have to blow it up first. Hey, yo, I just felt like I was Shrek whenever he wants to make a balloon. Then we have a toy rubber egg. We also have a real egg. Oh wait, I just forgot, that's not really a toy. But still, it looks like the Lego set definitely didn't survive this round. Well, anyone want some fresh egg? So this is an ancient Lego temple that has loads of hidden treasure, but also a lot of secret traps. Oh, that must have hurt. Well, at least there isn't any dinosaurs around here. You gotta be kidding me. So yeah, that was the T-Rex mask toy. Alright, let me know in the comments below which of the toys was your favorite. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.